It was like everything that I worked for has got me to this point. My father understood that. He's seen the pain, he's seen the levels of effort that we put into this. And now we're at the top. We're at the top in the NBA.
Shaquille O'Neal was the league's MVP. And at 21, Kobe Bryant was fast becoming the league's best all-around player.
Yeah, get a look at the dynasty. This is the next one right here.
It wasn't just about winning a championship. It was about creating a
Cook, dunk, free throws, fadeaways, bringing it up court, look away pass, blah, 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 blah. Getting yelled at by Phil.
Cleveland! This is for you! Oh!
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan
Puts it up for the win! Yeah, baby! He did it! He did it! Dwayne Wade with the steal!
Shaquille fadeaway.
You send multiple players at LeBron. Down to 5. Down to 3. Make somebody else beat you. 3 on the way. He got it! Make somebody else beat you. Take the ball out of his hands. The game is over. Yes, it is. You cannot secure and attempt the shot. Seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Lakers, it is a purple and gold coronation in the Magic Kingdom tonight. For the 15th time in their glorious history, the Los Angeles Lakers are world champions of basketball. And the celebration.
Until you knock us off, we still the best.
The Chicago Bulls win 3 straight NBA championships.
What's good, YouTube? I'm Neo Malibongwe, igama ngumpho, phume Kapa. Lived there all my life. Mtaweni, Utau, Sparta. Yeah, I just feel like, no, don't look at me like, I just feel like as indoda yomxhosa sometimes you have to uzazise kakuhle nathi sazane, and we're hoping for an interactive chat. So to get on to our thing, as you can see, it's called The Rings. We've decided. My boy! Yes, I know, I'm proud. I know, for sure. I know it's this. It's on my like, yo, hi, Chong. Yes, it's Ngongandim Lo Rongo. Yeah, I know. Cape Town also, like, hi, twins. Tao, Spat, Portfolio. Now, ngazazisa panje, usixelele bangubani. No, Kuba, pause, Kuba, please. Yo, people seeing I know, yo, Kuba. So we've been chatting a lot, and just over the years, man, we've always just enjoyed basketball, and we felt like we can't speak to many people most of the time, right? Because not many people have all been involved in basketball until maybe a couple years ago, where it's just been slowly building, where the culture in South Africa has allowed us to now open up such a platform where we can talk to people. We've gained easier access, man, as a country to the NBA. We've come through a long time. DS decided, they're gonna stop showing the NBA for some reason, and college ball. That was very hard. That was a tough time. Stopped watching college ball. But yeah, man, with having Wi-Fi now and whatever, and it's become easier. You can YouTube things, you can watch games, and you can watch any game that you want at any time. You look up the times, you go, and that's the cool thing about it now. Like, we're not relying on DS just to give us the big games. Now we can watch any game. Like, if I want to watch a Pacers game, now I know I can watch the Pacers. Even if I want to watch, I don't know why I'd want to watch the Knicks, but if you want to watch, that's my boy. Carry on. Okay. All right. But anyway, so our vision for the show really is to have it more interactive with you guys, like Umpo based Chilo. Like, we want, it's sports, all right? So I'm not going to say this all the time. I'm not going to say this every episode, but it's our own opinion. It's our own people that we think are good, and Damn straight. And we will never agree. And let's agree right now, before you were anywhere, Machita. We will never agree on the same thing. But this is also not a debate show. Because me and him, we live together, we know each other so well, and we can sway each other so easily that we can't really debate. There are things that we do disagree on, and that's cool sometimes when it comes out, but not that it's rare, but like it's
food for thought at certain times. Man.
Yeah, we also don't try to fight. We just say, okay, here's my view, what's your view? And it's never like an argument. So I want you guys to, we're gonna have different views. So I want you guys to also like hit up those comments, hit us up on the comments. Tell us where we're wrong, Ma'auti. I know, and Vine and don't worry, Tamba, Bangbani. We'll get back to you out here. Like, we know your answer is going to be not the one, but like, Bala, and then, you know, we'll see. We'll read it out and we'll go through it and whatever. And then we're going to keep having that back and forth. Just keep writing in those comment section, man. Yeah. So, why did we go rings?
Rings galok fethu siyaringa mos nabantu and abanye baringa nje abanye baringa su abanye baringa waya ngithola uthi yami kanjani
Tola great shout. Nah, shout out to Meza. He's the one with if you have not listened to Amilcar Maserati, check him out.
Dope
EP, Road to Rings. That's where we got the concept of rings. Shout out to Umeza, my big homie, doing big things with Cape Town hip hop. But yeah, it rings, man. Injalo ngunjalo ba yabo. Okay, Grootman now ya thola grand shop. Yabo siya ringa lewe otherwise. No. But yeah, it's just in basketball terms, in the rings are, for me, and I don't know about you guys, rings are what matters. In every single era of basketball, we only look back to the guys with the rings. You know, John Stockton himself was an amazing passer, most assists ever. But no one will ever say he's the greatest point guard ever. Why? Because he doesn't have the most rings as a point guard. There are so many guys who are really good. And don't get us wrong, if we don't bring up your guy and say he's amazing, whatever, it rings out time. Rings. But anyway, like, of course, rings aren't the only thing that matters. Skill comes into it. The way you play the game, the approach in your game, that killer mentality, like
how you affect
assassin,
the game. How you positively affect the game.
Yes, but we're not gonna go too deep. This is not like a huge. We go too deep into stats, and we'll be spitting out PER and win shares. It's not gonna be that deep. It's just niggas just chatting and
enjoy the game. That's all it is, and what we see. Because I don't go out looking for stats all the time.
It's my eye. It's my eye. It's the eye test most of the time. I'm not going out and being like, yo, rebound, yo. But at some point you do. You're like, yo.
That's overwhelming.
12 rebounds. And sometimes you're like, wow, no, this is crazy. Nah, this man's going hard. Sometimes you're like, this man going mad hard. You just look at like James Harden. You're like, raw. But like, yeah, it's also eye test. It's not just rings. Okay. The reason why I don't say it's just rings, this is probably gonna ruffle up some feathers. It's
okay, guys, we're fucking taking left. Now I'm going.
Bill Russell, man. Like, Bill Russell has the most rings, but he's not in my top 3 GOATs. I don't know about you, but
nah, man. That would probably be the most accomplished man.
He is 100. Him and Kareem Abdul. Yeah. He is one of the most if we're talking accomplishments in terms of rings, then I'll wear. But the thing with me and him is that
didn't watch it really.
Yeah, fine. There's a lot of guys that I didn't watch, and then
I still have.
But he's the great Bill Russell. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not calling this guy. I'm not saying he's whack. I'm not saying he's a scrub. It's not anything like that. Like it's
The greatest winner of all time. You can't say anything bad
can't
about
fight
it.
that. Man has 11 rings, okay? Like he won back to back. Then he took a break, then he went back to back to back, and then another break, then back to... Like, out of 13 years of playing, he won 11 rings. But the reason he's not in my top 10, in my top 3, sorry, he's definitely in my top 10. The reason he's not in my top 3 is because of just simply that the parity within the NBA, there were only 8 teams. It was mostly white guys that he was playing against. Hey, yeah, fair. He was playing against them. Pale skins, how we calling them?
Yeah.
Pale skins.
Yeah, I'm pale skinned folks.
Yes, that's fit. Okay. Alright. Now those guys that get red in the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't talk about it too much. Not trying to cause any controversial chats.
But yeah, the athleticism wasn't the same, but he still had a great impact within the game. And he's the reason that black players are in the NBA. He was in it when it was still the ABA and it was still... You know how America was. They also had their own segregation. We aren't the only ones with apartheid. They also had their own things. So yeah, he would get death threats before games. He would get messages not to play the white man's game or whatever. So tons of respect for Bill Russell. But just the fact that there were only 8 teams, there weren't that much great competition. It was just him basically dominating the league. He was dominating. Don't get me wrong. Big center.
You can only play who's in front of you at the end of the day.
You can.
That's all it is.
Yeah, for sure. So
that's that on Bill, man. I think you've said enough.
Yeah, I can't. There's nothing more to keep on talking about.
Otherwise, you're still speaking about top 3 GOATs and whatnot.
My top 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go from 1, 2, 3, or 3 to 1. I'll go 1. Okay. Number 1, I will go with MJ. I'll go with Michael Jordan. That's, I don't know. For me, it seems like pretty self-explanatory. The man won 6 rings in finals. Only went to Game 6. He never even saw a Game 7. Man went to Game 6, 6-0.
And now we're at the top. We're the top in the NBA.
6-0, 6 wins, 0 losses. Come on, that's a great winner. It's also argued that he took a break. He won the 3 years. He took that break to go play baseball.
Come on, he was 4-star.
And
No, he was 4-star, dog.
Yeah,
well, he forced himself out because he wanted his coach. He wanted Phil Jackson, so they didn't want Phil Jackson no more. So he had to leave.
Is that?
He's told them, if you don't get Phil Jackson.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of rumors and speculations about that. Another rumor is that he was in debt with his bookies and whatever because he gambled a lot. But yeah, it's called up. We're not gonna entertain that. But we're just talking 6 rings, killer mentality, assassin, a born scorer, a scorer. He came in the league hot. The man, Michael Jordan, who was not drafted number 1. Okay, I think he was drafted two, right? Because there was a center.
Big man league.
I think it was Hakeem who got...
No, but some pale skinned dude. Bo something.
Bowen. No.
And then he became. I think he became.
Okay, no, I remember. Yeah, there was nothing much to him. Yeah, you're right. It was a big man league back then. You know, it was bump and grind. And that's the other thing about him. A guy who is 6'6", small frame like Michael Jordan, playing within those bigs, bumping and grinding, bullying people, dominating, you know.
Just being a high flyer with 7-footers around you. That's overwhelming, man. Like how good he was at finishing at the rim with his size at the time. It was unheard of.
Mid-range game, crazy. You know, like, it was always something spectacular.
I can say we can agree on MJ on that.
I'm not trying to agree with you. Like, I'm giving you my top 3. This guy. But MJ to me just seems like standard.
And after he had won 3 already, he was already seen as the GOAT.
Who's this?
Michael Jordan. When he quit after the first three that he won, people were talking about putting statues in.
Yeah, but that's different because he was a force to be reckoned with. But it's fine. He's my god. He's a force to be reckoned with. But it was also when it came to rings, people spoke of Kareem as the GOAT at the time. At those specific times, people spoke of Kareem. And they spoke of Bill Russell because of the chips as well.
Yeah.
It's not only because of players of today that we say, oh no, rings matter. No, back at the time when Jordan, we also said what made him great was that he took that break and then he came back. And he stopped people from getting rings. Or Hakeem, the Rockets, they only got their rings when Michael took a break. Those guys had no rings. You have to dominate your era, and he dominated his. He was unquestionably out. And that's what it was. And it's just he was a killer. Kill him. My number 2 would have to be Kobe Bean Bryant. I love that man. Kobe Bean Bryant, my absolute favorite. If I could put him number 1, if I could fight Jordan, I would. But I don't think you can fight Jordan.
6-0. I hate Michael. He said that himself.
Can't be. But like for me, Kobe is the closest thing to Jordan. The only thing that I can put against Kobe now, after everything's happened, is that he was too much like Jordan and he should have worried about just being Kobe Bryant.
If you electronically switched the uniforms and played that at full speed, you would not have been able to tell who was who.
Michael looks over at us and said, he can't guard me.
Kobe looks over at Doug Collins and said, this guy cannot guard me.
This man, when you think about Michael Jordan, the closest to get to Michael has been Kobe Bryant.
Now we just agree that these guys are like phenomenal players, and let's just move on. We got to do the one-on-one battle, huh?
We got to do it.
And I think that only happened when he became 24. I think when he was 8, he was still being Jordan, talking like Jordan, doing everything.
Like Jordan.
Yeah,
everything, everything that he embodied, it was just Jordan.
Yeah,
he was just.
And that's the impact that Jordan had on people. It was just that crazy. He's the culture of basketball really was like Jordan built it, and this whole sneaker thing with the Jordan brand, the way they started covering the NBA. But we're just talking ball now. But that man had a huge impact on the game. So my second guy has to be Kobe Bean Bryant. 5 rings, 3 with Shaq, 2 by himself. Well, you can never win rings by yourself. And I say 2 by himself, I mean people said he can't win without Shaq. And he could still carry guys, not carry, but like he had Paul Gasol, he had Ron Artest and those guys. And Bandy out. Yeah, the Derek Fisher. So he had good pieces. You can't win. There's no team that can win without good pieces. Michael Jordan had good pieces. Every
Lamar,
single one. Yeah. Lamb. Oh,
best
yes.
Wow. Best sixth man of the
Sixth man of, wow, Lamb. Oh my goodness, the handles on that. Yes, but okay, we're not trying to go,
but drugs robbed us.
Wow, Lamb. Hey, but yeah, Kobe Bean Bryant. It's Kobe. It's everything. It's the Mamba mentality. That's killer. That man. Kills me, boy. Gets me every single time. It's just that I'm the guy. I love that thing, but can't explain it. That man was just crazy. You just watch him on TV and he's just electrifying every single time. He plays hard. It's how hard he plays. Also, Kobe Bean Bryant. Yes, the Mamba. Then who else? My number 3. Number 3 has to go to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the man. Man with the goggles. Unstoppable move. The sky hook. Kareem, I don't know what more to say about him. 6 rings. He had already won by himself before he went to the Lakers and got with Magic. A young Magic, how he was so what's the word? He was so selfless.
Yeah.
And he was a team first guy. He's like Magic.
Even though he was
come up, do the things.
Yeah.
You know.
He trusted Magic with it, and it was like, okay, you know what? I'm the big dog, but you know what, man? I can see your talent, and here's the ball. You create. I'll finish.
It was unstoppable. It was showtime. Quick pace up and down the court. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And just his numbers speak for himself, man. His numbers are just
scoring
ridiculous.
leader. The big scoring leader. Number 1 hasn't been broken. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You can't not respect that man. I'm sorry. You can't disrespect that man. You can't disrespect him. So many guys' footwork and moves come from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the post and everything. Okay. So what about you, my boy? Who's your top 3? Who do you got?
You going so fast here, man. There's just one thing that I don't understand. Bro.
What up, bro?
You picked 3 guys.
I did.
You didn't pick LeBron. Like, that's shocking to me. In what world? Like, you put Kobe over LeBron. That's when I was just like, okay, your number 2 is going to be Kobe. I would have heard if you said Kareem 2 over Kobe. But you said Kobe over LeBron. Like, I don't understand, bro.
Tell me.
Can you make it make sense to me before I just go on with my list? Because this, I feel too.
On what grounds would you pick LeBron over Kobe? I'm failing to understand. I'm failing.
What do you mean?
I'm failing. I don't want to talk shit about LeBron. I don't want to talk, but like, come on.
Who's had to carry a load like LeBron? LeBron came in from high school, bro. From high school, and he lit up the league. He lit it up from day one. And no one...
So we need to put him in the GOAT because he lit up the league from day one.
Yes, definitely. Look at his body of work. Look at his body of work. 28, 7, and 6? Or was it 28, 8, and 8? 28, 7, and... No, 28, 8, and
Just
7.
say 28, 7, and 7. If you round it up, it's... Yeah. Okay, those are his numbers. 28.7 rebounds, 7 assists. Okay,
like, who's had such a beautiful all-round game like that with his longevity? Because let's also understand that when you're at your peak...
I was waiting for it. The longevity chat.
That's very important. Because
dude, I don't give a damn
makes
about longevity.
It matters, dog. It really does matter. If longevity matters in the sense where you can't have just a guy that's gonna play for a couple of seasons, win 2 MVPs, and you're great. Nah, dog. Your greatness is by your longevity, what you've done, and for how long you can stretch that out.
Everyone that I've said has had a long career. Everyone I've said.
MJ
had a long career.
It's not that long, dog. The man came when he was...
He had a long career.
How many years? 13 years. That's not that long, man. It's long, but look
LeBron
at
LeBron
has
3
done
more
this.
years. He's going to his 17th. 13 years in the NBA.
And how long has he been doing this for? For 13 years. And when we speak longevity, I'm talking about longevity. How many times he's gone, his legacy, how many times he's gone to the finals, straight times, back to back. Like
8. Okay. LeBron went to the finals 8 years in a row, right? 8.
Yeah. Yes. And
in those 8 years, his record going to the finals, going to playoffs, who's it better than the top in these 3 guys? In just those 8 years that you speak about, who's it better than? Who's better than Kobe? Is it better than MJ? Is it better than Kareem? Pick any 8 years from those guys. Pick any 8 years. Not any. Pick LeBron's best 8 years. Pick Kobe's best 8 years. Pick Thingy's best 8 years.
Kobe doesn't compare in his 8 years, dog.
You right?
And unless if you're gonna talk about the 3-beat where he's having all this help.
All this help. LeBron didn't have help.
That's LeBron. Listen, why did LeBron leave Cleveland in the first place? Because he didn't have help. At 22, he's third.
Dude,
no.
You can't cherry pick.
And he's not even 22. Well, in his third season, 2002. Yeah, I think it was 2002. In his third year, he didn't have any help whatsoever. Which is why he left and he joined up and got help. That's where you were going with. That's why
where was I going?
That he's had help with Dwayne Wade in Miami and all that. So that's why I said that's why he had to leave.
Yes, I understand.
First, right?
I understand that. I'm not fighting that.
Yeah.
I'd never fight that. He had to leave. Cool, great, sharp. Was those 8 years better than anyone I said? Or the
Like
8 years
said.
after? Pick whichever 8 years you want. The one before, the one after. Which one's better than Kobe? Which one's better than Michael? Which of these 8 years? Pick one. Pick one. You told me about an 8-year stretch that no one has ever had. Pick your 8-year stretch and tell me it's better. No. Kobe went to a team. That team decided to build around him and Shaq and make an unstoppable team. That's what the Lakers do.
Yeah.
You guys now are going to have something against people building amazing teams. That's crazy talk to me.
No one said that.
Everyone's trying to win. I don't care if LeBron didn't have help. I don't give a damn. There's no sport quite like basketball where one guy can have an impact on the court as much. No. Wait. If he is that guy, he needs to be able to close.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to have the greatest whatever. Mpo, there's no way you're telling me about...
How many game winners does Kobe have?
It's not about game winners.
I'm talking
about winning. Closing, win. That's it. I don't give a damn. If you didn't have to take a last shot, it doesn't matter. Did you win the game? Yes or no? Did you win it? Do you have a chip? Do you have a ring?
You're shifting the chat here.
No. Close out the series. Close out your chapter and say you are the guy. Close it out. Say you are that dude.
Yeah, Rafisa no, smart. Yeah, keep my mood.
But this is also not a debate show.
Right.
It's not anything against LeBron. He's been great. I love the 8-year stretch that you bring up. But I can't now take it against Kobe because he had a great GM, a great owner under Jerry Buss.
I didn't say that.
But I'm not going to say to him, oh no, your 3-peat doesn't count because of
the help.
No. Because Kobe had...
His 8-year stretch is better than Kobe's one.
The 3-peat.
Yes.
How? Explain to me how.
Dog, who's
3
done
back to back to back.
Yes.
Tell me how.
That's 3 years, right?
Yeah.
That's
How many
3
did
years.
LeBron have?
We're talking 8 years here.
Yes.
3 chips still.
3 years of Kobe are better than LeBron's 8 years.
You're saying 3 consecutive chips is better than one person having 8 years playing at their
because you
peak.
lost. How many times did he lose? I can just take those 3 years, but it doesn't help just taking those 3 years. I don't have it in the top of my dome of when Kobe won that last chip to whenever. I don't have those stats in front of me right now to tell you that. But no way, Sax. No fucking... Oh, jeez.
No, dog. This is where I'm talking about longevity. You giving me
He had
3 years.
8 years. He had 3 years. Then he had another 2 where he won by himself.
I'm talking to you, longevity. Over here, we're talking 8 years. LeBron was what? 3-6 in the finals. And the last 2 lost.
3-6.
Yeah.
Don't even bring it up. Please give me your top 3. Don't even bring it up, my boy. 3-6, and now you want to talk Kobe with me about a man who's 3-6, a man who can't win in the finals.
Do you understand how great you have to be to do that? If we go into
how great you have to lose. A lot of people can lose.
That's not all up to him. That's not all up to
Who's
him.
it up to?
It's a team sport.
If you are that
it is a
guy,
team sport. No matter if you are that guy.
Okay, 2011. Tell me about 2011.
Aye.
He's that guy.
Yeah,
He's that guy.
I
Is he
hear
not
you.
supposed to close it?
I hear
That's,
you.
who's the who's,
Okay,
who's,
okay,
no,
okay.
wait.
I submit.
Okay, wait,
I say LeBron fucked up in 2011.
Who has had a bigger meltdown than LeBron James?
Man,
in
we
the
can
finals?
compare it with Kobe. Kobe's meltdown in thinking about after Shaq left, and then before Paul got there, he was 3-1 up. He was 3-1 up, and then in the fourth quarter, the man didn't shoot a damn shot.
Okay.
And they started
one
wait,
game.
that's one game,
Okay.
and then they lost the series.
Okay, he lost one game. How many games did LeBron
The man was
choke
winning the
consecutively?
game.
How many things did LeBron choke consecutively?
Consecutive-
4 fourth quarters. Of 4 fourth quarters.
The man didn't
even try.
He didn't,
Is what I'm saying.
he didn't
No,
even try.
same as LeBron. Do you remember 2011?
I'm
you
saying-
don't remember
I'm saying.
Kobe one
I
does
know
not
this.
even compare. You cannot say these things. Kobe's one does not even. How do you even bring this up?
Dog, I know the Heat one. You know it hurt me the
Are you
most.
joking?
You know that hurt me the most.
You tell me. Okay.
That 2011. We're talking about that one
can we
series.
please?
Now I'm talking about the other series as well.
Sharp.
It's series and series, no?
Sharp.
So
Sharp.
you
But
asked me,
you're telling me
who's
like
cup
Kobe's
that's
one's bigger.
I'm saying.
Are you telling me Kobe's
I didn't
meltdown's
say
bigger?
it's big. I said everyone has.
When Kobe was. Oh, come on, son.
Listen, this
Who
is
was
anomaly.
around? Come
This is
on.
an anomaly.
Come on.
It's an anomaly.
It's not even close to being the same thing. It's not. It's 4 fourth quarters. LeBron could have won against Dallas. It was against the Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks. No. They were a good team. Don't get me wrong.
He had not learned how to win then.
He had not learned how to win.
Yes.
Oh,
Trials and
so when
tribulations.
Kobe had Shaq, when Kobe had good pieces around him, had he learned how to win before then? Don't think about it because you're wrong.
Do you want me to answer or not?
Think. Yo, Bandu Bakaya.
Kobe is a different kettle of fish in terms of he's had a winning mentality throughout. When the lights are their brightest the most, that's when Kobe was thriving. He's sharp. I hear you.
So your boy
That's the
does. But this is also not a debate show. You want me
He
to put
learned
someone
that. He
who
learned
can't
that.
wait. So you want me to put someone second
So you saying
because he can't win. Please do your top 3. We're not doing a debate show. Let's move it on. Please, let's move it on. Please,
Guys,
please do your top 3. Please.
Guys, if this man has made you as mad as I am now, please hit a like on
Gents,
that.
please
and,
can we
just hit up and say no wilding there, because this man is wilding.
Yeah,
like a
there's
man
not a-
can't have trials and tribulations. You have to learn. It's okay though. So my top 3 will go.
Wait, can we take a timeout? We're gonna come back right now. Can we just take a timeout?
Yeah, mirror, mirror on the wall. Can you tell me who the realest? I heard you hating on the boy.